There's a little show doing big things that focuses on helping startups, founders, and entrepreneurs get off the ground. And one of our very own was featured in season 8 of The Blocks. Let's welcome Brandon Close, owner and chef of Chipper Dog BBQ and Hazel and Hank's Gourmet Market off of Dorchester Road. Great to have you with us.
Thanks, Layla. Thanks for having me.
So what was the reality TV life like?
It was fun. It was intimidating at first. The very first thing they did was pull us into a room like this and sit us down and ask us our questions. And that kind of turned into our intro. But after a few hours, you forget the cameras are around.
Sure, you do. You do forget. Most of us forget. What brought you to The Blocks was your business, which was barbecue sauces and seasonings.
Yeah.
So how did you start this company?
We started we incorporated April of 2020. We got our first product, our Old Yella, in October of 2020. It was just a project I'd always had, always wanted to do, and I got a little seed money, and COVID hit, and the food and beverage world took a hit. So
it certainly did, except for the food and bev industry in our homes.
Yes.
We were cooking a lot at home.
Yeah, so we incorporated, we got the recipes, found a co-packer, started getting it bottled, and by the time we started getting it into our hands, the world was really locked down.
Sure.
But people were cooking at home. Packaged food was actually on the rise.
Indeed it was. So you hit the market at just the right time.
We did.
And was this something that you had always sort of developed over time? Do you enjoy barbecuing? What's your thing? What was your day job before this?
When I started this, doing it for fun, I built tractors for John Deere back in the Midwest.
Wow.
And we worked like 65 hours a week. And I would sit at home on Sundays in the backyard and just smoke brisket or chicken or pulled pork, and if I'm going to spend 12 hours, 18 hours doing something, I'm not going to put bottled barbecue sauce on. So I started making my own.
Wow.
Doing some research, I stumbled across mustard sauce up there, and then once I moved down here, really got to know it. This recipe has been tweaked lots since then.
I'm sure it has. What number is this?
Oh, I don't know.
Number 259.
Yeah, I legitimately didn't write it down until we started bottling it. So it had always been made to taste up until that point. I'd never written a recipe in my life. I remember standing in my kitchen, like putting in a tablespoon of a garlic at a time, and then, all right, that's where it is. I probably had 8
I have to say though, this market is a little crowded. I mean, there are lots of barbecue sauces. So what makes yours so special?
It's a lot crowded.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that makes us special is we're all natural, we're all gluten-free, and we use real sugar, and we're never going to deviate from that.
As opposed to corn syrups and things like that?
Yeah. I mean, at a time we might do a sugar-free one with monk fruit or something like that, but we will never use high fructose corn syrup. We'll never put any stabilizers in our stuff. The closest thing,
clean taste.
Yeah, the closest thing we have to something like that is in our dry rub, and it's rice bran that we use just to keep it from clumping.
And that's what this is?
Yep.
Okay, and this is the Chipper Dog barbecue rub, leg shaken. Is it spicy? Is that why it's leg shaken?
It's a little, it's good. That's why it's leg shaken.
I love spice myself.
That's our spiciest. We call it zesty. It's not really spicy.
Well, you clearly had something in mind and really something going here. As we all know, meat is very expensive, so we want good stuff to go on our meat at home. But you decided you wanted to turn this into a business, and then how did you get onto The Blocks?
So that was like a late night Facebook, application. They are great, and this was some of the stuff we learned on the show is about Google ads and Facebook ads, and they're very good at knowing who they want to target. People who have Googled Shark Tank, for one, are small businesses. Their taglines are really great. So we applied, and it's a long process. They got between 50 and 70,000 applications last year.
Wow. And this is a reality show that's shot in Kansas City, and it's an incubator. So if anyone's not familiar with The Blocks or what an incubator is, what do they teach you besides Google ads and things like that?
A traditional incubator is about a 6-month-long class where you meet like once a week, and you usually stake 5% of your business in. The Blocks has changed that a little bit to where they've written a TV show around this. And so it's this condensed down class into 1 week. It's day long of classes and seminars, and
y'all kind of compete with each other too, right?
Yes,
You win
yes,
things.
it was a competition. I will say now they do have a cash prize for the winner. I think season 8 was probably the last one they didn't. So it was more for bragging rights, and I'm a very competitive person, but it was about Wednesday night where I got in there and I'm like, these people are way more animated than me. I don't have a shot at the winning, but I've already won because of the experience. There were 70 other entrepreneurs in my group. They just networking and bouncing ideas off of people. It was fascinating.
Oh, just a couple of seconds left. So how has this helped your business grow, being on the blocks?
2 things. So again, those connections, and then they dumped us all in a Facebook group with everybody from every season. So it's this great network of people that you can go and say, hey, I'm looking into this platform, or and you can get advice.
Right.
But then also just, I was having imposter syndrome really bad before I went on this show, and that really helped it because we were sitting here.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Believe in yourself, believe in your product, and everybody else will too. And clearly they have, and here you are.
Yeah.
You're bottling your own sauce. You're on Dorchester Road. You've got a sandwich market there where you also do the bottling. So everything is local, which I think is great, and of course our audience loves that. You do have an appearance at the Heritage Fire Tour December 10th at Kiowa River, so everyone can meet the star in person. They're going to be cooking. And you don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Fran,
you.
for joining us.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Love it. We're back in 2 minutes.